everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout. Today is another two-page layout for Two-Page Tuesday. And I am starting this layout off with that yellow polka dot paper. That polka dot paper is from Echo Park Spring, the spring collection, and it's the Beaming Butterflies paper. So lots of butterflies on the back of it. And I'm going to mount these 6 photos to the back of that paper. I have 10 photos for this layout. So I'm doing those 6 papers, and then I'm going to take this little piece of the stripe paper from Echo Park Hello Spring. It's a spring showers paper, and I'm going to add that into the middle between the two groups of photos there. And that'll just help break them up a little bit. There's all the pretty butterflies on the back of that. It's so nice to be scrapbooking spring. So this is actually from last spring, but I hate saying I'm behind with scrapbooking, but I have a lot of pictures from 2021 to do yet for last year. And that's just the way it is. I didn't do any scrapbook crops last year. I am doing 3 this year, which is kind of my normal, and that's cool because during an average crop, I do 50 or 60 pages. So that's a lot of pages to not get done in a year because I didn't do those. And I get distracted when I'm at home, even if I plan a scrappy weekend. Sad, sad, sad. Anyway, back to the layout. So now I'm going to take kind of that photo of the 2 kids there in the sandbox. I just like how they're there and playing together. And my granddaughter's hair is hilarious here. Completely hilarious. That green paper is from Echo Park Celebrate Spring. It's the journaling cards paper there. So I am, by the way, going to mount the yellow paper from both sides on that floral paper from Echo Park Celebrate Spring, and it's called the Mayflowers paper. And it's so beautiful, and unfortunately I'm covering up a boatload of it and probably could have done it a little bit differently if I wanted to. I could have cut strips, but I have so much paper, you guys. I don't know. This is one of those cases where that was a really cool paper, and I could have done it where I did the strips, but it is what it is. Okay. So now I'm just going to pop that down, and what's happening here is I made the bottom of the 2 rows kind of just go across the layout so that you get one big horizontal line there. And then I'm going to add this stripe in so that it lines up the same way the one on the right page does. Even though they're a little bit different, the photo arrangement isn't the same. I'm still echoing some of the elements from the 2 pages. And then I'll just add this green piece there, kind of trying to decide whether I want that to justify all the way to the right of that left-hand side page or if I want to back it off a little bit. And decided I probably need to know what I'm going to do. I found that cute little banner piece there, and this is all coming from, these die cuts are all coming from the Photo Play Spring in My Garden cardstock die cuts. I love that little piece that says today was a lovely spring day, which becomes the title of this layout. And then I have these little floral die cuts from that collection. They don't match up exactly with the Echo Park collection, but I'm okay with that. I think they work well enough. So just kind of trying to figure this out, like color variations, how I want to do that. And I decided once I kind of got this little cluster on the left of the left-hand page going that I was going to justify that green photo to the right. And then I wanted like a base for these 2 pieces. I needed a 3rd element, so I found that frame from the Spring in My Garden die cuts. And I often do this. I rarely use frames to house a picture. They usually house journaling or act as a base for an embellishment cluster for me. So I'm going to cut this piece just to make it easier to get it under, but I could also use that. I could use it on another page. If you had a 2-page layout, you could do it on another side or another part of the layout. In this particular case, I really don't have room for it in any of the other spots. but it just makes it easier to slide it underneath for me. So that's what I'm doing here. Trying to decide, you know, I'm feeling like I'm still missing something in that cluster. So then I find that green banner piece from the Echo Park Hello Easter Ephemera pack. And I like that much better. It just gives me like a third element. The frame kind of did, but it still felt like I had a lot of round going on within the cluster and no other shape. So, or, you know, circular elements, but no other shape. So then I added in that, and I switched flowers again here. I don't know if you saw me do that, but I have the aqua flower there. I have the purple flower there, and I'm adding a little bit of foam tape behind all the flowers, and you can kind of, thank goodness I did that, so you can see that flower at the bottom there. So just looking for other elements that I might be able to use here. Found these stickers, phrase stickers here from the Spring in My Garden Element sticker sheet. So I've got one that says Bloom and Grow and one that just says Bloom. Just popped them. It calls a little bit more attention. It makes it feel more like a cluster than just a piece sticking out there. Thinking about possibly adding some hearts here. So I have a yellow heart there. Just kind of trying to bring in more color. And then I'm adding a turquoise heart up at the top. That color is in here, and then changing out the yellow one to turquoise just so it stands out a little bit more. And then I'm adding these matte enamel dots from Spring in My Garden. And I'm so glad these are done. They don't stick very well. Oh, I forgot I did add a pink puffy heart up at the top there. Those are from Ellie's Studio, by the way, just in case I didn't say that. They just do not stick very well. They're kind of the bane of my existence. I actually had to go back right before I started doing the voiceover for this and restick because 2 of the small ones fell off. There just isn't enough surface area and they're not sticky enough. So yay for that being done. All right. So getting all of those added in at the very end here. And that will be the last thing I do here. All right, you guys, here is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.